Hey, we're not
You're
listening.
welcome, Grand Rapids.
Let's hear it for John Cena, everybody. He was here. He said our name. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening, Grand Rapids, and I'm Sean.
And I'm your other anchor, Brandon. And because you may have spent your life savings trying to get that Taylor Swift Record Store Day exclusive, we spent our time collecting the world, national, and local stories you may have missed.
That's right. You're welcome, Grand Rapids. This is NewsFlash. Ding dong.
Our top story tonight. Last week, Donald Trump shared an image depicting himself as Jesus Christ, but claims that he was instead depicted as a doctor. You know, those famous paintings of doctors you see hanging around your PCP's office. Every physical, I can't wait for him to lay those glowing hands on my lymph nodes. Anyways, it's obviously not true. That outfit Trump's wearing is giving die on the cross and not Blue Cross Blue Shield. It's almost as bad as saying Elon was just doing a Roman salute.
West Michigan faced a lot of rain this past week, which continued ongoing flooding issues. But, you know, I think if we all grabbed a straw and a can-do attitude, we could fix that in 4 hours.
Think about it. Also, don't think we forgot about that random press conference where Melania reminded everybody about the Epstein files by denying that she was involved in the Epstein files. She may have misused a few words, but her message was clear.
That's right. For instance, she described the communication between her and Ghislaine Maxwell as tribal. Now, obviously, some people are going to think that she meant to say trivial, but in fact, she spoke accurately because apparently her and Maxwell communicated through crack pipe smoke signals. Say that 10 times fast. Crack pipe smoke signals. Crack pipe smoke signals.
That is hard.
Yeah.
That is hard. Melania also said rumors about her and Jeffrey Epstein had been calculating for years. While some people believe that she meant to say circulating, but really, when you think about it, here's the math. Third Trump wife minus First Lady equals 2 timing Donnie and Jeff. It all adds up.
Whoa. Boo. Charlie, Dave, Jeff.
You know the one.
You know the one.
You know the one.
Last week, a Grand Rapids committee approved a fireworks discharge permit for special effects pyrotechnics at the new Acrisure Amphitheater. And you know what that means? That's right. Erica Kirk's coming to GR, everybody. Fireworks approved.
NewsFlash.
Hey!
In a sentence that is simultaneously something I never thought I'd read, let alone say out loud, and yet entirely unsurprising, RFK Jr. says he once chopped off a dead raccoon's penis to study later while on a family trip, which explains why he's no longer welcomed at Disney World. Yeah, would you be ashamed if I told you I made that image? I'm proud of it. For the two of you who may be wondering, his research found it to be quite stripy.
In more NewsFlash, Colombian officials have authorized a controversial plan to cull dozens of those wild hippos that are descendants of the ones brought to the country in the 80s by notorious drug lord Pablo Escobar. We've talked about this story multiple times, and they finally have a plan to get rid of them. Release a giant pit of marbles and see how hungry they really are.
That's good. That is good. A widow in New York has filed a lawsuit against the clinic where her husband was sucked into an MRI machine by his large chain and killed. Almost got me too, damn, said rapper One Chains.
He had to change his name. You got it? Okay. A life jacket worn by a survivor of the Titanic has gone on sale this past Saturday, only at Plato's Closet.
They got all the fines. It's great. The man accused of throwing a Molotov cocktail at ChatGPT CEO Sam Altman's house reportedly opposed AI. I kind of figured that was the case. no one really throws a Molotov cocktail to say, keep up the great work.
The Simpsons will no longer be using couch gags in every episode. Yes, they have instead gone with the more cost-effective futon gag.
Last week, DeVos Place hosted the AFS Metal Casting Congress, which is the most hardcore name of any industry trade show ever. Unfortunately, they had to turn away several confused patrons dressed like guar.
In other music news, Michigan bluegrass superstar Billy Strings took the old showbiz adage, break a leg a little too literally, and snapped his femur after a concert last week, performing his post-show ritual of doing skateboard tricks backstage. Well, not surprised, I guess, but I think it is the perfect time to take advantage of him canceling a few shows to heal so I can launch my tribute marionette act, Strings Billy. With his classic catchphrase, it's supposed to bend that way.
Honest moment here, I don't know who Billy Strings is. Gasoline just surpassed the average cost of a gallon of milk at 4.15 versus 4.07. So if you want to feel better about the rising cost of gas, compare that to the average cost of a gallon of beer, around $10. If you think about it that way, gasoline is the much cheaper alternative for those who are lactose intolerant. Back to you, Sean.
Wait a minute. I don't think we should. No. Okay. Thanks, Brandon. In other news, a crazy man with a machete in a New York subway.
I'm sorry.
What?
Could I clarify something? For
Sure.
those of you who might think it isn't dangerous to drink a gallon of gas,
Yeah.
well, compare that to the cost of drinking a gallon of paint.
Oh, no.
Which could cost you an average of $30 a gallon.
Shouldn't do that
Now,
either.
I'm not suggesting that anyone here drinks paint,
No.
especially when it's so much cheaper to drink gas.
Okay, stop showing images of people drinking gasoline. All right, thank you. Okay, anyway, a crazy man with a gun at a Chick-fil-A.
I just thought of something to add real quick with the whole gas thing. Some of you may be thinking, why not just pour milk into your gas tank?
I don't think anyone's
Because
thinking
if
that.
you're anything like me, every time you drink milk, it gives you gas. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry for saying the truth.
No.
But probably not worth the interruption.
Definitely not. Okay, but it's fine. Thank you, Brandon. In weather news, severe flooding will be impacting...
Excuse me, wait, I
What
got
is
one
it
more.
this time?
For those of you who were wondering, it is possible to run your car on moonshine.
Okay, all right.
But even a gallon of backwoods moonshine from an inbred deliverance type Appalachian person would likely cost you an exuberant $100 per gallon.
Exuberant?
Still making gasoline the way more cheaper option to drink.
No.
You're
stop
welcome.
drinking gasoline. Have you been drinking gasoline, Brandon? That would make a lot of sense. That's awful. I'm sorry, everybody.
Well, let me clarify. Let me
please
clarify
do.
on that. If you're still feeling bad about the price of gas, you can keep on comparing other liquids to that come in
think we have enough
gallons.
examples
For
already,
instance, for a mere $47 million, you could purchase a gallon of thoroughbred horse sperm.
Oh my God. What?
That's right, thoroughbred horse sperm.
Oh.
While being one of the most expensive liquids on Earth,
How do
it's
you know
still
that?
much safer to drink than a gallon of gas.
Okay, yeah, you shouldn't drink either of those things. Are you done?
No.
Okay, great.
No. Maybe there's more.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, I am.
Okay.
Don't
Yeah,
drink
anything else to
gas.
add? Don't drink
Please
gas.
don't
Thank
drink-
you. Got it. Okay, thank you, Brandon. Moving on, finally. Accusations against California Congressman Eric
Sorry,
Swalwell.
one last thing.
Oh my God.
One last thing. If you can get your hands on a gallon of cheap horse sperm.
Why would you want to?
May I finish? May
No,
I finish?
okay.
Said the horse. But really, if you can pull down a gallon of the liquid gold known as horse sperm, you can actually make money.
Sure.
For instance, I know this guy that will give you $50 to watch you drink a gallon.
No, okay, that's it. You're done. Thank you.
Just one more, please.
Okay, this better not be about drinking horse sperm or drinking
I promise.
gasoline.
I
Okay.
promise. I promise.
No liquids?
No liquids involved in this one.
Okay, thank you.
This is actually breaking news, guys. Tim Cook is stepping down as the CEO of Apple. The new CEO is reportedly going to be exactly the same as the last CEO, except he'll have 3 eyes instead of 2.
Okay. All right. Get it.